GETTYTobias Ellwood wants businesses to look to veteransIt comes as a leading charity said that highly skilled former Army, Naval and Air Force officers will be one of Britain's secret weapons in filling the post-Brexit skills gap. Speaking last night, Veterans Minister Tobias Ellwood said while once governments may have been accused of subcontracting veterans' issues to the private and charity sector, this is no longer the case. We're grasping them full-on, while plans are in their infancy. The former Royal Green Jackets captain, who has recently returned from a fact-finding visit to the U.S., confirmed they include moves to engage directly with industry on the same way as the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs (VA) and the Department of Labor. Other moves include accelerated hiring of veterans for civil service positions. In the U.S., veterans account for roughly a third of all federal government jobs. Speaking after delivering a key speech at the Officers Association annual dinner in Westminster, he said veterans can deal with pressure, they can deal with cognitive thinking in difficult environments. Battle skills are different from even 20 years ago. Veterans are coming out with cybersecurity skills and other knowledge bases. These are easily transferable skills and it's the government's role to make businesses aware. He said one of the biggest challenges would be to dispel some of the myths surrounding PTSD. There's a concern among some employers that many veterans are broken, but the reality is that when you compare levels of PTSD, mental health issues and suicide rates among veterans with civilian peer groups, it's less in every case. While once governments may have been accused of subcontracting veterans' issues to the private and charity sector, this is no longer the case. Tobias Ellwood: in fact, because of the training and education they receive, officers are better equipped for life's challenges than those facing them in Civvy Street. It follows a challenge by the Officers Association, a charity which represents every officer across all branches of the armed forces, for the government to seize the economic opportunity afforded by highly skilled officers after service. Officers can be one of Britain's secret weapons when looking at Britain's post-Brexit economy, but the government must get more proactively involved, said the charity's CEO Lee Holloway. It used to be the case 30 years ago that an officer could walk into any job, because recruiters had first-hand knowledge of the qualities of someone with a military background had to offer. Those days have gone. Getty Mr. Ellwood had previously called for shop discounts for veterans Friday, September 22, 2017. British Prime Minister Theresa May gestures as she delivers her speech in Florence. While the growing number of reservists will eventually be able to instill that knowledge into the workplace, that won't really kick in for 20 years. Brexit is happening now, he said. Most employers weren't remotely aware of the high hurdles officers were forced to jump to secure promotion, particularly after the rank of Major LTCMDR in the Royal Navy or Squadron Leader in the RAF. Leadership is key. The Royal Navy, for instance, recognizes 3 leadership styles: charismatic, autocratic and democratic. While some are natural leaders, most leaders are taught and made. After the rank of Major, promotions become selective, not automatic. Getting there involves constant assessment. At that rank, officers can be assigned 2-year postings in areas they have no knowledge of, such as procurement. They know nothing about procurement, or financial strategy and accounting, but they're expected to become very good within 4 months. If you fail, you won't reach further promotion. While he welcomes support by ministers, words alone aren't enough, said Holloway. Officers now are leaving the armed forces with another 30 years of working life before them. There is an opportunity for the government to ask itself what it can do: invest in those men and women leaving and enable them to seamlessly merge into civilian life. After all, each officer will have had hundreds of thousands of pounds spent on him or her in service. Getting a return on that is a win-win scenario.